How about my dearest YouTube friends? Today we are in a new video and yesterday was the broadcast of Kaban. Therefore, I couldn't bring you the best characters and counters for this week. Number 4 of the Variant Chamber is secondary mission for June 2025, and in this case I have to tell you that in week 4 I have already made the level 5 threat of the multiversal path to be able to access the portals of this chamber. Variants 4 simply have to be done with characters. The only ones and technological ones do not have, but there is no difficulty at all. There is no difficulty. It comes in these mini fights of only one character that we can fight against a defending character. May I remind you, friends, that you are going to have to be selecting how you are going to be seeing it right now. Well, sorry, I have one left. It's true. I have one left, so we're going to do it. I thought I had already done it, but I said, come on, I'll leave it for the video. So you have to be collecting those J-men to be able to develop this whole side mission. And then we are going to see the bosses. Okay, we are going to see all the bosses. It is going to be from the first week that we are going to do it. Since I deliver it a little later, well, it gives me time to explore all the bosses and to bring her. So in this case, we are going to take the little path as you are already seeing here. And in this case, I am doing it with Bastion because he is the best character to take against these characters who are mutants. Okay, so let's develop the damage. You're going to see it right now. Let's see if it leaves us blow and will throw super attack 2, and look at that. The tremendous damage that our friend Bastion does seems to me to be an absolute beast against these mutant characters. We continue to take that mystery, and let's remember that at the end of the broadcast we will get this as if to say circle, which you are seeing right now under the runes, to be able to access the chamber of variance of number 4. Okay, in this case we have somewhat complicated characters that week, in this week or rather, but don't worry because I'm going to teach you how to put them in, how to give them hard, and above all that counters are good for those characters. So the first thing we have to be doing is 4 times this mission to obtain those 4 accesses. If not, you won't be able to. Okay guys? Careful, let that throw us very well. Perfect. We are going to see a stop 122 strong blows stop or 2 strong blows, and we give you super attack 2, and you are going to see the ultra massive damage that our Bastion does. It seems to me like a piece of incorporation into the technological class. It has ultra massive damage, and so that you don't see it so well, come on, we're going to act as guardian, and we do it with our friend Darphenix. Well, no, yes, well, let's find Darphenix since it belongs to the Fantastic Saga. It is good for us because of the issue of rocks. Okay, medium, weak, medium, there we have it again, medium, weak, medium, and we are already putting it in. We already have the 15 charges. Therefore, now that we have super attack, we do not obtain that improvement of Fury Tiramelon. He doesn't want to, nothing happens. I'll throw it back here. Perfect. In this case, he has made a relentless blockade on us, but nothing happens because we have the other Phoenix, which you are already seeing the ultra massive damage that he has caused us. Okay, now we do claim that last one, so to speak. Element that they asked us for in that camera, I don't remember what it's called. Let's see, we have it here, variant sequence. It's called, well, we're going to have to open it now. Then we're going to go to the variant cameras, and we're going to start with Lamol, friends who have characters. Let's do a preview, read the notes, and get the best counters for this character. I am seeing that both characters obtain a lasting combo that is worth 30 if it is less than 30. So we may be having a pretty bad time here. You tell him the attack time is going to be for each hit, the combo meter for each. Hit in the middle of combo, the attacker of the copy defender power increases whenever the attacker successfully writes an impact of a super attack using the C and dexterity. His combo counter is reduced by 5. Whenever the attacker's combo mediator reaches 10 or multiple 10, the defender has an unlockable upgrade. So be careful with that because every 10 hits is the combo mediator. The attacker gains a 10% boost to energize. Okay, and whenever the defender finishes a super attack, unless a timer is already active, the 36-second attack to take down the defender with a strong attack or receive a burst of direct damage. In this case, it lives. It is going to be unstoppable. Therefore, we have to put in characters to avoid that unstoppable characters, as in this case they are scientists, as can be Quicksilver, which is with what we are going to do. Okay, it also gives us empty silk very well. The photon itself, the red guardian itself, those are the best counters for me. Even Lucas may also be useful to us, but in this case I'm going to use Quicksilver for what you are going to see. In this case, there has to be a series of developments, okay, because in this case we have to start with a strong blow to reach those. 300 speed against the mole to be able to leave that slowness disadvantage. Here I already tell you that Red Guardian also works. This is perfect. Okay, so we go back to generate all those loads. Do we have to reach 300 as you are already seeing right now to leave that disadvantage of slowness? And you have seen that Justo has hit us. Damn, he has hit us again. He is now keeping us against the wall. He won't let us out, the friend. Please let me out of here now. My god, he's not letting me out, huh? It has made me very nervous. At 0, comma, we already have it. You are already seeing how now we are going to reach 15 loads and it is not going to be put on. And in this case, be careful that it is going to kill us. My goodness, what a shitty fight I just had. I didn't remember that I had to hit him hard. So be very, very careful with this mole, which is what is going to cost us the most in this fight. Okay, you've seen how he's been blocking us the whole time and he hasn't let us go, okay? Stop! Hit hard! Now we're not leaving, we're not going to be the same as before, because if he can't block us again and won't let us hit, then let's see if we can get there. Jam, there we have it, we're not going back. Very perfect. And we just have low momentum, so we can already be developing our Quicksilver. It is worth being very careful because you are already seeing how the strong blow damage develops to avoid that burst damage that has killed us before, and it would already be like that. This is how we would take the gameplay very carefully, because you have to hit hard when the super attack hits us, because otherwise it can do that damage by physical burst, as you are seeing, and you have already seen how simple it is. In this case, you have seen the fail from before, but nothing happens because we no longer have that fail, okay? Well, we have that. It's damage for good for breakage. I wasn't going to say no. I don't know why it didn't come out, but well, nothing happens. 20. That's keep the hit strong. Someone, a character that the hard blow keeps him away is going to serve us very well in this fight. Medium and weak blows, and we throw super attack 1 so that those lashes explode, and you are already seeing me that it is going to be a very slow fight, okay, as you are seeing from the screenshot. Strong blow again when the super attack hits us, Lamol, and be careful with this character. I'm already telling you that they have put some somewhat complicated nodes on him that may be bothering us. Much less bad that he's gone there and we've just achieved it, okay. There we have it, strong blow, super attack 1, and ready to throw it at us again. Perfect, strong blow, very well. And be careful that our small loads have already gone again, therefore we may be developing it without wanting the unstoppable. We have to throw the strong blow. Perfect, no, we have not removed it. See, that is the problem of the nodes that this mole has, is going to be twice that makes us resurrect. My goodness, I hate this character with all my soul, and we have developed the fight quite well. The only thing you are already seeing is that we have very little life on him at 50%. It's hard to remember to be able to obtain those little charges, to be able to obtain that disadvantage of slowness, or rather putting it on the good-natured de la mole, and we just have it perfect. We can now develop it, and we can be doing that good little damage, although you are already seeing that we do it very little. There we are, a strong blow to prevent it from doing that damage to us again. Ready, hit a character hard. I'm already telling you that it will hurt you a lot here. It is any character who does a lot of damage and who makes a strong blow long enough to do, I'm telling you, prevent him from pulling us and doing that damage to us due to a physical burst. As soon as he has the super attack, we hit him hard, and that's why for me White Silver was one of the best to hit him. But you are already seeing that I missed, but he throws it again a lot. That's a strong hit. Perfect again. Throw it again. Come on, that's very good, strong blow, and we almost have it. Oops, he almost leaves us, and in this case, we are going to do him the damage because he has little left with those lashes, and that's it. It has cost us 2 resurrectors. You have seen that it is quite complicated, this mole, and we may be suffering a lot. We are going against Hulk Ragnon. In this case, the attacker gets 70% power, 30% combat from the pause, which the attackers inflict 50% more damage, but all his attacks inflict 50% less percent, okay? Attack 2 deals 20% more damage. The first melee hit of a projectile is unblockable. Both the attacker and the defender obtain passive fury during their super attacks. Okay, the defender, under the unstoppable effects, become immune to the attack. Therefore, we have to put in another character who is, oh sorry, we almost leave, and I'm almost leaving the awards, forgive me here. In reality, another character that can be good for us is any character that avoids those unstoppable effects that we remember that the Hulk Frog himself already has them with his abilities, right? Unstoppable is Impulse, I think it's called, but we could use any character quite well. So in this case, we are going to change, and instead of using Quicksilver, we are going to be able to use, in this case, for example, Seda. We could be using it again. We can be using Quicksilver, but I am going to use Guardian Red. It's okay to remember that with Super Attack 1, we are going to remove that Super Attack, that Unstoppable. And apart from that, we have very good damage with that Sub Attack 2, which is the one they ask us to do damage. Okay? Well, let's go there, friends. Let's see how this Frog Hulk behaves for us. Let's hope it's not as complicated as Lamol. So let's get started. You are already seeing how the Unstoppable is acting under the Frog Hulk. But as soon as we throw a Super Attack 1, we are going to leave that slow disadvantage that was what really affects us. You are going to see how he has removed it. And simply with the Red Guardian, a hard blow to update it. Okay, as you have already seen, what we have to do now is prevent us from losing that advantage of disadvantage ability and go to the supermarket. Attack 2, which is the one that we have to be applying the most damage to it. Strong blow, perfect 20. That's very good. We continue, we continue, we continue now. We almost reached the perfect Super Take 2. In this case, I am doing it with the 1 of 6. With the 1 of 6, you actually extract it because I don't have the 1 of 7 up yet. We throw another strong blow so that it doesn't go away. It is unstoppable. And now we throw the Super Take 2 to see what brutal damage we are going to be causing. And now to prevent the disadvantages from leaving us, both anger and slowness are worth it. And that's it, that's it. The thing is that basically the fight comes to perception with our friend Red Hulk. As you are seeing on the screen, a strong blow. We avoid that unstoppable again, and that's it. I would be there, friends. You have seen in this case, it has been much simpler, this Hulk Runner, what it is. Let's claim those 1500 styles of the monthly crystal that let's remember that it is from the Fantastic Saga, and let's leave here. And then we go for Luke-Edge. Let's see before we get out which nodes Luke-Edge has worth the defender's sub-attack. They are passively unblocked. This ability is not affected. It goes where the attacker can't heal in any way. Every 5 seconds, we have a disadvantage, and every 20 seconds, the attacker suffers a degeneration passive effect that inflicts 100% of attack power. If the timer expires while the attacker is performing Super Attack 1 or 2 instead of suffering degeneration, it has a passive effect of Fury when you have to be rolling that Super Attack. Sorry, when that timer ends, the Super Attack block attacks at 100% probability from a downside. Here, in reality, any character can be serving you because it is not complicated, just a character. Maybe that super attack lasts a long time, let it be long animations to do great damage. I already tell you that here it doesn't matter what character you are wearing, let's try it. Anyway, we are going to do the gameplay, and in this case we are going to see which character can be good for us. I think we're going to do it with a class advantage. Well, I lie here that a character who cleans up his disadvantages is good, to avoid that damage and that they put us at those disadvantages. So in this case, I think I'm going to be doing it with O-Call, okay? So we're testing it too. I didn't even put the concentration of statistics against this Luke-Edge. Let's open it and remember that his super attacks are passive and blockable. Well, I have already told you, are you going to see that we are not going to have any type of problem? Also remember that he has the ability that you are already seeing under the life of Luke Cage. That brings us the issue of pain. That degeneration is going to be activated if we are not throwing a super attack when that timer ends. Therefore, we must be on target and prevent this degeneration from ending us. So there we are. Let's see if we have time to reach combo 50 and be very careful to throw it away. But oh, we haven't had time. You see why the pain has hurt us, and look at how it has hurt us. It is doing us a lot of damage and has blocked the super attacks on us. Well, that is the problem with these nodes. Okay, we hit hard. It hasn't stopped us. I don't know why, but nothing happens. We have super attack 2. We already almost have 54%. And the truth is that it has lowered us a lot now. And the stop has not worked for us due to the issue of disorienting us. He is leaving her, and he is just going to put the degeneration back on us because we have not reached super attack 2. But hey, you are already seeing that this massive degeneration is not that strong. Okay, we can be living without it perfectly. There we are. We're leaving all the disadvantages of high voltage to Luke Cage, and you're watching him die through butter. Here, any character that eliminates your disadvantages is going to do quite well, but you have seen it in a single round. Our friend Luke Cage is also out. And finally, we have Moleman himself. Let's see before leaving us before what nodes he has and see what are the best counters to give Moleman. The sub-defender has more probability of activating Super Attack 1. No character is if he establishes contact, he has a disadvantage to the entire voltage. Defender is learned between strong attacks. which has fight or flight, and always the attacker writes an attack to both characters. Do anticulations have a provocation disadvantage? In this case, we cannot put any character that takes away that fight or flight. Okay? It's unstoppable because he's going to be taking them off. Let's remember that Moleman is a character who purifies almost all disadvantages. Therefore, here actually any character can serve you very, very well. You know that the character can also serve you very well because in this case, Jim Gray may be serving us very well, but in this case, I have it blocked. But any character who does passive stunts can be very good for us. In that case, Dale, we could use it. Storm, Pyramid, XYI, in this case, I'm going to be doing it with Sand. Why are you doing it with sun? Because we are leaving dust disadvantages, and those dust disadvantages, what they are going to do is double because this mole man is going to remove them, and in that case it is going to increase that damage. Sun Dazzler, Storm, PR, MX, Gingray with Gingray but with duplicate, okay? Otherwise it won't serve you well enough. There we have it. See? Are you already seeing how those disadvantages of dust increase in damage? In this case damage, not power, okay? And you're just seeing the fight node fly, which we have to stay away from to prevent it from becoming unstoppable. Moleman, okay, come on, throw it to me very well. It has a little left to activate again. It is unstoppable, therefore we stay away and it is ready. Be careful what it gets. It is also unstoppable to look, so we can stop it because he has just entered his orange mode. I no longer remember what his name is, and there we may already be stopping him and putting him at a disadvantage. Be careful, we have just become unstoppable. I thought he was going to become unstoppable because he has come very towards us. Strong blow, and now we are going to do the damage that our friend Arena has, okay? In this case, the bastard is going to stay close to us and the bastard is going to be unstoppable. But hey, it is going to be removed right now. There we are. We threw the relic and it just hasn't entered us, but let's see if it comes towards us. Perfect. We threw its pre-attack too. And we keep him away to prevent that unstoppable from getting on us and hurting us again before the sandstorm runs out. Your thing would have been if that sandstorm hadn't expired so soon and that we would have done more damage to this mole man, but we haven't had that luck. Let's see, we move on. Come on, let's leave those disadvantages dust again so that they are being removed and we expand with those liabilities. And it would be, we stay away when the unstoppable timer under Moleman is about to run out, and it would be, it's not a hard fight at all. For me, the most difficult fight you have already seen. Which one is De La Mole's Zings? Because there it can really be bothering us a lot. We keep the blow strong. Let's see if it enters us perfectly, and just we throw Peta that too, and I think he would already die from this, and indeed he would already be dead. And in this way we already have all the fights of this week. Number 4 of the camera, of the variance, sorry, we finished the little path, and let's remember that we have to re-enter for that little time to finish it. Is worth giving us those exploration advantages. I haven't said it, but they have given us 1400.5 fragments of grade 4 alpha. As you are seeing here, we will repeat it and we will leave at this mini point, and that's fine. We would be friends now. With this, we have finished the secondary missions for this June 2025. Are you seeing the exploration prices yet? I hope you liked the video. Sugios if you are not there, and see you in other videos. Bye bye.